Omo, I want us to talk about the latest update leading to the game Nigeria is going to play against Gabon in the FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers playoff. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You can call me Ebuka, and I'm here with Chanana.
Chinedu in the building.
So guys, quickly, let's jump into it and talk about updates leading to the playoff and also other updates that has to do with Nigerian players. Quickly, let's talk about Gabon versus Nigeria. What we hear according to report is that the players are going to open camp on the 9th of November. And this time around, the NFF are making sure that preparations are not like the last time. This time around, they are going to make everything organized 3 days before their arrival. Yeah. Now, we all know what happened the last time. Players arrived in team camp very late. Most of them were very angry. It was due to determination that they were able to, win those two games, those two last games. But what do you have to say about right now the reassurances they are getting from the NFF? Is the NFF doing the right thing?
I think that is the right thing to do, because this is not the first time we are organizing a thing like this. So what happened last time was something which was highly preventable, but they let it happen. So now that they realize that no, it's like they are joking with things now. They are trying to put things in place. So for you to always plan ahead to prevent some hiccups or another thing, because sometimes there are unforeseen circumstances that can happen beyond your control. But when you prepare ahead of time, you are able to see those things or able to manage them before they get effect on the team. So with things planning for 3 days before, if anything goes on right before even the D-Day comes, then everything will be sorted out, because we don't want a situation that these players will go in to play the game and be complaining about this, about that. We want them to be fully focused. We want, if anything goes wrong, it should be on the performance, not on the preparation or what the NFL did or something they did that. No, we don't want something like that, because that will be very disheartening to hear that Nigeria failed to qualify because of preparations or something that the NFL didn't put in place. Already so we just want
they messed up at the beginning.
Yes, so we shouldn't mess up again. This now we know this is very, very important. The game will be played in Morocco. It's a one-off game. You don't have an opportunity to make a mistake in the game and come back and correct it. So you have to prepare well, so that everything will be on point. We want the boys to qualify, and we want the NFF. If anything goes wrong, it shouldn't be from the NFF, because they should be the last cry. They should put things in place for these players to come and give their best to the country, because they want to qualify. And we all, as Ghanaians or Nigerians, we want to see them in the tournament. So that is all we are praying for.
So guys, you have heard from Chanada concerning the preparation. I don't have anything to say. He has said everything that I want to say. But I also want to add that the squad list will be out very soon. Yes, the game is on the 13th. Yeah. And that playoff, the ones that is between the African countries, is from the 13th to the 16th. So the squad list will be named very soon. Let me know the player or players you want to see being named by Eric Sapichel in the squad list down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about something I'm seeing the Super Eagles players do. I'm excited about, and I feel this is a good news to the Super Eagles. Most of their forward players who we have been complaining that are not scoring goals for their club side, it's like quite of late they are all scoring. Yesterday, the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup, Chelsea versus Wolves, Tolu Arokodare once again scored a goal for Wolves, which was excellent. So far, he has scored 2 goals for Wolves, and all have come in the EFL Cup. It's just rather unfortunate they lost to Chelsea by 4-3. But I feel like that goal he scored, if not for anything, it's just a booster going into this particular playoff. So what do you have to say about that?
I watched the game 90 minutes, you understand? So I tell you, see, the first half, he missed 1 or 2 chances. Fine, maybe some will say they will have chances of stuff, but a striker of his ability, I expected him to do better with. But the second half, the goal he scored was just superb. That's a goal that every striker would love to score. They gave him the ball, and he took the ball with his left foot. Just the first touch set him up and just place the ball into the net. Wonderful. That was exceptional. You understand? Even though they end up losing the game by 4-3, which was expected because I expected Chelsea to beat Wolves. But for him, his confidence and other things, we are hoping for him to score a Premier League goal before the call-ups are made. You understand? So that hopefully, because now they are out of the EFL Cup, so there's no cup game to play. Left maybe the FA Cup, and we know the FA Cup will not start soon. So the only time he has to score goals is in the Premier League. So we are hoping he will play that form in the Premier League so that he will be a booster before going into the international break. But yesterday he did very well as a player. So
guys, you have heard from Chanada and also from me concerning Tolu Arokodare. I think it is very good that he's also scoring goals. Ademola Lookman scored a goal not too long ago, so it is good. All the players are picking up good goal scoring forms. Now let's move away from that and talk about a trending topic that has been trending since yesterday. Victor Osimhen to Barcelona. Victor Osimhen to Barcelona. Now, according to reports, Victor Osimhen is part of a list of players Barcelona want to sign. And it has generated a lot of conversation all over social media. People are excited for Victor Osimhen. People are also excited of the prospect of Victor Osimhen playing for Barcelona. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. But then, Chanana, what do you have to say about this?
Victor Osimhen playing for Barcelona, for me, I'm a Barcelona fan. I would die. I would die for that opportunity. I'll be frank. You understand? You know, Lewandowski will be retiring soon. Sorry for saying retiring. He'll be leaving Barcelona soon because we all know he's aging, and we can see now the injuries and all that. So Barca are looking for a replacement, and we have drawn up a 6 man list, which Victor Osimhen name is on it boldly. We have about 4 or 5 strikers, and Victor Osimhen name is on it. You understand? But the problem is the amounts that I think the fee that he will command will be a very, very huge fee. Because you all know how Galatasaray got him from Napoli. They paid almost 80 million euros for his services. And you all know now with Barca issues and stuff, Barca will like him, but the money involved, that for me, that is the problem. Unless Barca are really, 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 really into Osimhen, or the coach points to, because we have Guarassi, Osimhen, Haaland, Julian Alvarez and all that stuff. So unless maybe the coach pinpoints that Osimhen is #1 target, then they can go all out for him. But for me, I'll be happy for him to play for Barcelona, because when we have Osimhen as number 9 in Barcelona, Pedro will create their mad and things. You just have to do little to put the ball into the net. You understand? See, now some of the things that he's doing much, but with Barcelona, you just have to do little, a bit of positioning and all that. And when it comes to striking, Osimhen, the guy in mind, you understand? For me, yeah, I would like to, if you ask me to move my #1 best striker in the game, I'll go for Osimhen. I always say that Osimhen, yeah, my best number 9. Go with your Haaland. Me, I don't care. Me, I want Osimhen. Because Osimhen will give me things that Haaland can't give me. So I want Osimhen. I'm just praying that this should be a reality. My dream should be a reality. And I will see Osimhen come and wear the number 9 so that you can be able to fight for the Ballon d'Or. You know, you see, when you play for Barcelona and things with a good season and a good PR and stuff, he will be ranked high. His value weighs more than what he have now. And Osimhen, when it comes to performance, you can't tell me there are 2-3 strikers in the world that are better than him. You understand? Positioning, everything. So we're just hoping that he makes that big leap and go to the big boys. Because Barca, when it comes to European football, Barca is the pinnacle. Barca, Real Madrid, Manchester, name them, they are the pinnacles. When you play for them, winning personal awards and other things is very, very easy. So we are just hoping that he just make one of those lists.
So guys, you have heard from Chanada concerning that. Let me just add this. I think signing for Barcelona will be like a huge one for Victor Osimhen. Not only that, for also Nigeria. You know, Barcelona has a huge following here in Africa, so it even extends that his whole PR, the hype, it extends it more further. Now, for him playing for Galatasaray, it's not bad, but I also feel like the whole Ballon d'Or conversation, it would be very difficult to enter, because an ex-Galatasaray player also said similar thing. And I want to read this. Now, this is what he said. He says that, in my opinion, Osimhen is a candidate for the Ballon d'Or, but it is hard for him to win because Turkey's country coefficient is low. There isn't a player like Osimhen in many big teams in Europe. This is coming from former Galatasaray player Atis. And he's not wrong. I think
he's totally right.
He's right in that sense. So I feel like if he makes that move, or if Barcelona goes further to complete a move for Victor Osimhen, it is going to be a very good one, both for Barcelona and also for Victor Osimhen. And if that happens, Osimhen becomes the third Nigerian player to play for Barcelona. Now, the other two that have already played for Barcelona are called Emmanuel Amuniki and also Samuel Okunowu. Now, Emmanuel Amuniki played during the 1996, and also Samuel Okunowu played and also won a title with Nigeria in 1998 and 1999 season. So if Victor Osimhen goes to Barcelona, he becomes the third Nigerian player to play for Barcelona, which will not be an easy feat to achieve. It's going to be a huge one for him and also for Barcelona. I think we are true with that, right?
Yeah, you are true with that. For that, they are true.
Solid. So, guys, let's hear from you concerning Victor Osimhen going to Barcelona. It's just a rumor. We are hearing the reports here and there. He's part of a short-man list. Let's see what happens in the future. Now, let's move away from that and talk about a player who could be part of Eric Sakwichel's squad list, but then he's firing for his club side. His name is called Rafiu Durusimi. He plays for Victoria Pleasant. Yesterday in a cup game, he scored a goal in a 2-0 win for Victoria Pleasant. And this season in the league, he has scored 5 goals. We talked about him in our last video, and we are talking about him now because it is very important to bring players who are on form, players who are scoring goals. Once again, Victor Osimhen cannot be scoring the goals for Nigeria. You need other outlets, other sources. That's why you have talked about Ademola Lookman, you have talked about tolu arokodare. But Chanana, Durusimi is doing a wonderful job at Victoria Prison. A lot of people on social media are tipping him to be part of the squad for the playoff. What do you have to say about this?
One analyst that I normally listen to, Coach Nimli, he always says that if you're a good player, I say if you have experience and you are not on form, it will not bail you out. But if you don't have experience and you're on form, your form will bail you out. You understand? So you want players on form that can go and perform. So when you have a striker who is scoring, you just give him the chance to come and see what he can add to the team. You understand? Fine, Osimhen and other things are there. But sometimes when things are not going on well, the players that you least expect can come and do changes or can affect the game positively for you. So sometimes it don't always have to be the ones that we know. But when a player picks form, you just give him the chance. Because when a player is on form, I tell you, it's very dangerous. Anything can happen from a player on form. It can create miracles, because we've seen players when on form do things that are unimaginable. But when they go out of form, you will say, it's not this player that was playing last season was. You understand? So when a player is on form, sometimes you can put your money on him and that player will deliver for you. Right. Because from the football, whether you like it or not, form is very essential. So I think if the coach sees it's necessary, he should give him a call up and see what he can add to.
So guys, you have heard from Chanana and also from me concerning Rafiu Durusimi. Now we are going to end it here. Let's hear from you concerning all that was discussed in today's video. Nigeria versus Gabon, all the latest updates. We'll make sure to bring you more live here. My name is Adam. You can call me Ebuka, and I did this video with Chanana.
Chinedu in the building.
So guys, we'll make sure to see you in the next one. Thank you.